Hey everybody, John Skiba here. I am a bankruptcy attorney in the state of Arizona, and I'm also the founder of the Consumer Warrior YouTube channel. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about something I get questioned on quite a bit, and that's what do I think about Dave Ramsey? What do I think about Financial Peace University and that way of getting rid of debt as opposed to what I help people do, which is file for bankruptcy. But if this is your first time here at my YouTube channel, please click subscribe, check on that little bell. That way you'll be notified each and every week when I put out a new video that'll help you deal with your serious debt problem. All right, let's talk about Dave Ramsey. I'm a bankruptcy attorney. I've been doing this for almost 20 years, and I enjoy being a bankruptcy attorney. But people tend to think, when they come into my office, we do talk about non-bankruptcy options, which surprises a lot of people, but I don't believe bankruptcy is a good fit for everyone. There's a lot of cases where it's not a good idea, and I've talked about those in other videos on my channel, those kind of situations. But people will sometimes ask me, what do I think about Dave Ramsey and about his approach to getting rid of debt, doing the baby steps, Financial Peace University. And there's always it seems like there's this assumption that there's some kind of battle going on between Dave Ramsey and bankruptcy attorneys. And a lot of people are surprised to know I'm a big proponent of Dave Ramsey. I'm actually certified. I'm a certified financial master coach through his organization. And I've even had dinner with Dave Ramsey. This is me name dropping a little bit here. But he used to offer, so when you file for bankruptcy, there's 2 credit counseling classes you have to take. One before filing bankruptcy and then one when you get done. And Dave Ramsey's organization, they used to provide resources for this second credit counseling class. You could actually take it through Dave Ramsey's company. They don't do this anymore. They stopped doing it a few years ago. But because I like Dave Ramsey and I think that his approach is good, I would always provide that for my client, that they could take this Dave Ramsey post-bankruptcy class. And once a year, he would invite the attorneys, the bankruptcy attorneys that used his program to come out to Nashville, Tennessee, and we would have some training there. And one of the highlights of the whole weekend is he would have a dinner at his house, and he would invite all of us to come there, and we had like a dinner, like a barbecue out in the backyard of Dave Ramsey's house. And I remember when the time I went there, I was thinking, this is pretty cool to be able to go and hang out with Dave Ramsey. And there's probably like 30 attorneys there. And I remember we were standing out in his backyard, and he was kind of talking about this perceived struggle between bankruptcy attorneys and the bankruptcy process and Dave Ramsey. And obviously he teaches that bankruptcy should not be the first choice. I almost never see that. I see people, if anything, they wait too long to file for bankruptcy. But he talked about that in certain circumstances, it is warranted. What a lot of people don't know, he actually went through the bankruptcy process when he was younger. And the reason why he did, he said the main thing that triggered he and his wife having to file for bankruptcy is they had taken out loans on furniture, and the company was coming in to repossess his daughter's crib. And, I've met people who are dealing with that, whether it's wage garnishment or car repossession, foreclosure, where there is a crisis and you need this to stop now. And that's one thing bankruptcy does. As soon as you file, the court enters an order. It's called the automatic stay, and it stops all collections against you. Dave knew he had to take advantage of that to stop what was happening. Stop that repossession of that furniture so that he could get his feet under him and kind of make a better decision going forward. And that's what bankruptcy does. It gives a little bit of breathing room as soon as you file so that you can make your best decisions going forward. So when he was talking to us, he said, look, I understand there are situations where it's absolutely necessary. I'm just providing another way for people to get out of debt and to really change habits. And I think that's the main thing that Dave Ramsey does. And I've taught Financial Peace University, his class, several times. I used to teach it in the evenings, just kind of a volunteer thing where I would have groups of people and we would teach it. And one of the things that his method of getting out of debt does is it really helps change the way we think about money. And so even for clients of mine that go through the bankruptcy process, I highly recommend they go take Financial Peace University. And I don't have any affiliation, obviously, with Dave Ramsey, other than I've taken his course and I'm certified through his organization. But there's no kickback or anything like that from promoting it. I just think that the ideas and the principles that are taught there will help people going forward, whether they file for bankruptcy or whether they get rid of debt by using the debt snowball method. There are things you can learn there about getting out of debt and about just general financial management. His ideas on budgeting, particularly for married couples, and how both members of the marriage need to be involved in that. He teaches things about insurance, about investing. All those types of things are very beneficial, whether you get rid of the debt through bankruptcy or whether you do it through the debt snowball. So I don't think there's any real conflict there. I'm pro Dave Ramsey. I think he does a great job. I just recognize that there are situations for a lot of people where it is just not possible. I shouldn't say not possible, but they're in a situation where there needs to be something that happens now. Dave Ramsey's solution is not good when there is a legal crisis, when there is wage garnishment, foreclosure, that type of thing. Your bank account's been frozen, whatever it is. Dave Ramsey's approach is better before it gets to a crisis stage. So maybe that's how I differentiate between the two. His is better before, I'm here for when there's total crisis, we need triage, we need to get in there and fix something today. His is more of a long-term thing, but either way, I think his program is beneficial. So hopefully you find that helpful. Again, pro Dave Ramsey. If you are in the state of Arizona and you need help with finances, with bankruptcy, or you just want to talk about what the options are, I'm here in the state of Arizona. I offer a free consultation. You'll find my contact information, telephone number, website, all that stuff below this video. Please reach out. I'd be happy to talk to you. Thanks for watching today.